Yo, what up? Eusebius here, back at it again with another video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I recently got a new computer, and for my 200 subscriber special, I decided to, do a little fun tidbit with this improv thing that me and my friends did. But regardless, you might notice a bit difference in quality, and that is something that I planned for. But if you're new here, hello, I'm Eusebius, and I have struggled with a lot in my life, ranging from depression and anxiety to psychosis and suicidal thoughts. So I've been through I've been through one hell of a life, and hell, I'm not even halfway done. So this is the series where I like to create art based in horror, but not just any art based in horror. Art based in horror off of inspiration of my symptoms, or whatever I experience, whatever they may be. Many people, when they look at my art that I create, they either think it's too scary or too disturbing, and sometimes even, maybe even too cartoony. But you know what? That is why I decided to take the next step in my creative endeavors when it comes to my art. So not only am I combining photography, but I'm also combining digital art and a little bit of Photoshop. So bear with me. This is going to be very strange, and it could be scary for some people. At least I hope it would be, because trying to express something like this is one of the hardest things that I can do to begin with. So, without further ado, let's get into the art. This is what I like to call the horror. Now, you're looking at this and you may think, that is a very fitting name, and a very lazy name, and a bit predictable and a bit cliche, but this is what I would describe a certain symptom of my depression to be like. So, I'm not going to be talking about my psychosis in this one, it's going to be focused more on depression. It's very similar to Depression is a Liar, which is a video that I posted in the same series a couple weeks back. But this one I like to call horror for short, or depression, the horror, or the horror of depression. Now, something that I did was I took a picture of myself and I upped the saturation and highlights and contrast to all-time high, and then used my I use a smudge tool on my drawing program to smudge things around, and I use a depth pen to get these circles around on the sides. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while, just testing out my limbs, stretching them a little bit. But what this piece of art is supposed to represent is how I feel when I get depressed. So you're probably wondering, what the hell? That makes absolutely no sense. Well, when I get depressed, I have a fake smile. When I get depressed, people tell me that I look too serious, and it looks like my eyes are dropping and they're drooping and they're, well, angry. I put on a fake smile, I'm angry, and in my life, in my head, it feels like everything has gone either good or bad, thus the high contrast. And it's very hard for me to focus on anything other than myself, and thus the circles. I used a depth pen for the circles, so I wanted it to be like, oh, this is narrowing down almost like a funnel onto the main subject of the art. One of the things that I realized doesn't really help is trying to express it in a way that seems digestible. That is why I'm so good at horror. It's because I do things that make people uncomfortable. I make art that make people uncomfortable, and I think this is a big example of that. So, that is the horror of depression. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I know it's a short video, and I know it's a bit more talky than my normal videos, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hui ho, malama pono.